Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back. And today, once again, we're working on the Ringbound Ballet Journal. So this is the page I've chosen to use for this one. And it's got a nice bit of decoration. This is some Kaisercraft paper, I think, from a paper 12 by 12 pad. And it's fairly neutral on the back. It's got a nice bit of distressing around the edge and generally all over it. It's rather a nice neutral background, and we can decorate that up a bit. But today we're going to work on this side. And what I want to use for my main feature is this pocket here. I think I made it on camera. It's a Wendy Journal Adventure pocket that I made from an envelope, which is all, it's actually covered on the back, but I think I'm going to be gluing it down, so it's kind of a shame it's glued on the back in a way. But I don't think I had decided what I was going to do. I think you can hinge them or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to glue it on. I shall be covering up the bird, but I think the other bits are rather nice, and I think I might try and enhance, sort of replicate the doily and this bit of old book page kind of design in the background as well. So this one has got quite a big pocket here. So we've got a pocket here, so I can get a couple of things in there. And then we've got a little tucky space there where I didn't glue it flat. We've got another nice big pocket here. You see it's an envelope. An envelope that's just been cut at an angle, and then the top of it was attached to the bottom to make that flip. I think it's a lovely idea, and I made quite a few of them. I really want to make loads because I love these little pocket these envelope pocket things. And then once we've glued it down, we can also tuck something behind the whole thing. So by the time we finish, we'll have loads of writing space. So yeah, I don't think I want to flip it or anything. I think that would make it too, I don't know, I just think it would just be too top heavy once I filled it. So before I start working on the things to go in this, I want to work on the background a little bit. So I don't know whether it's all going to, I've just pulled a few things out. I've not really planned it as such. I've just pulled out some things I think I might use. And I've already lost a couple of them already. Oh, there they are. So yeah, I've just pulled out a couple of doilies. I wasn't sure, but I thought maybe a bit of doily with something behind it up here. Either that one, or I've got this avocado dyed doily. Not sure about the colour. It's quite dark, although that's a lot lighter that side. That might work, but I think once I put something on the background, the white might be better, and then I'll just ink it a bit. And I've also got a piece of vintage book page to perhaps just go down there, just to echo this piece. Might just ink that while I'm thinking about it, because I've torn it so it's lost its nice kind of aged looking edge, because you can see the top here. I haven't done anything with that. That's how it was, nice and aged looking. So I just try and emulate that around the edges of the other three sides, and that's good to go on. So once again, I'm using some of those lovely papers from the Shabby Dabby Doodah kit, the Essential Basics, because it's so versatile. And I just love all the papers. So I'm going to use a bit of that, because I have been using that on this journal the last couple of pages, and I really like it. So this time, well, I should be using a few other bits, but I like this page. Kind of like this bit. I like all of this. So each page is slightly different. And I'm just going to tear a bit down. It'll be more than I need, but I'm going to tear it down as a starting point and just see what I need from that. I don't need any more than that. Let me put that over there. To put something at the top here. I might want to just take a bit of that off. Let's use my little ruler. It's perhaps a bit more. The other one can be a bit unwieldy at times. And maybe a bit of that. Take that down a bit. I don't need too much extra neutral because the background is so neutral. That's clearly not, I don't think I've torn that very straight, so let's see how that looks on here. Yes, and that'll be alright. So if I've got that like that, let's see how the pocket looks with that behind it. So, and then have a little bit of this, which I could then ink a little bit of doily. Have the book page as well. Just kind of then we've got this weird gap here, so that's coming too far across, I think. I think I'll take a bit more of this piece off. Maybe something like that. A little bit of doily there. A book page under there. And then we might just not have it quite so straight here. Something like that would look a bit better, I think. Bit of doily, sorry. Just figuring it out. Book page, right, let's see how that looks behind my pocket. Just cover that up. If I take that and cover that there, so I just can get an idea. And then we can put some other little embellishment up here. What about, I've got a few little bits. So I've got this piece here, could use. How about that? Piece of music. Don't look any better. Quite like that little pink piece, but let's see. I always feel like a bit of music is good on one of these ballet pages. I think I might just do that. Right, so kind of roughly like that. Let's see if we can ink it up and glue it on and see how it looks. And I'm going to try just inking this with a bit of vintage Victorian velvet, just to give it a hint of pink. Try not to go too heavy on it. don't know why, I just felt like something else needed to go on here, a bit of colour over this side. So I think I might just put that there. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. Just check. Yep, that's down far enough. Just add that little scrap, or longish scrap, just to add a little bit more of, bring this a little bit of this over here. Okay. I still may find a spot for this, I just don't know yet. Right, so now we've got then the background done. There may be a bit of lace to add, I'm sure that's eminently possible. In fact, if I bring this up a little bit, could be some along the bottom. So now I need to think about what needs to go in these pockets. I have pulled some things out, they just need finishing off really, just to save looking for things and wasting time doing that. I've got ahead with a bit of that. And it's a good thing I did, because I had my box of pieces that I've made, some ephemera, this box here with these in it, and I couldn't find it this morning, because this is the second one I've done today. I did last week's ballet journal this morning, so I'm kind of well into the afternoon now doing my second one. Won't be much longer, I don't think, when I'll be able to film in the afternoons. By the time we get to probably October, I'll be losing the light at this time of day, because it's gone 4 o'clock. But while I still can, I'm going to try and fit in an afternoon one now and again. Yeah, I couldn't find my box for ages, and then I realised I'd kind of put it in another box and couldn't see it. Anyway, so I pulled these two out. These are from the other kit I'm using, which I've said it was from Natty and Moon, which is the name of the Etsy shop. When I bought it, they seem to have changed their name. And to be honest, I can't remember what they changed it to. I don't know why Etsy shops keep doing that. I found this before. I've quoted an Etsy shop where I've used a kit, and by the time I've gone to link it, it's got a different name. And this is the same with this, and I cannot remember what they're called now. So it was Natty and Moon, but don't know. If I can remember, I think in my previous video, I have changed the name of the kit when I have linked it. So I'll try and remember to do that again. So I've got these two tags. So I think they'll go quite nicely in here, because they'll just, I think she's quite nice just peeping out from behind there, and I shall pop her in behind like that. And I think they look quite nice, and they're a nice contrast, because they're there's not a lot of room in this pocket. I'm not going to back them, I don't think, these particular ones, so that I don't make it too bulky at the front. But what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to stencil on the back here, because they're not super thin. It's not copy paper. It's thicker. I think it's 180, so it's not cardstock, but it's not too thin. So I thought what I might do is do some stenciling, just to make them less plain and less white. So I've got a couple of stencils. I'll do a different one for each tag, and I have got them here, and I can't see them now. If I put them, there they are. Right, so the first one I'm going to use is, they're both Tim Holtz stencils, and this is Doily. Just wanted some pretty, very gentle, soft background, but just to make it less boringly white. And I'm using the Victorian Velvet again. a bit blank here. Might just put that on again and just... How's that? That's it, that'll do. So you can see it's just got a little bit of, just faint pattern, so it's still writable, but it's less plain. And it's just ink around the sides. And we've got to just do a topper here. I'll just ink around this front, at the front as well. I just think it finishes them off. Alright, and I would like to... I can't stop myself now. I caught this from Rachel and I can't help myself. I like clipping off the corners. I do feel it. Sometimes corners can catch, especially if you haven't done it very thick. Okay, so that's one, and I'm going to do the topper in a moment. And this one, I've got a different stencil for this one. And this one's called Lace. Just pop that on there. Same colour. Okay, so now we need to punch our holes. Just dab where there's still a bit of white showing. Just cover it in. Can't see it now. And we need to find a little topper. It's these bits. Let's have a look in our box of scrappy bits. No. I suppose that would be alright. It's just because it's quite neutral, these tags. I don't really want to use this. I've got some more of this sari silk that I used for the previous one, because this was the colour that was left over, and of course it's much paler. But actually, in that pocket, which is where? Yeah, I think I might use that actually. Maybe let's go that way. Nope. That won't work. Don't need to be too long, because otherwise they'll be too far above the pocket. Go that way. I want this one to face the other way, like that. Alright, so we've got those 2 tags done. Now put them somewhere where I'm not going to lose them. Okay, put my stencils out of the way, and the pockets up here. And the next thing I want to do, so that's the pockets for this one. Now I need to do my little journaling card to pop in here. And I have picked one out. I'm going to use one of these. There's quite a few of these small journaling tags, and that's going to fit about here, so that'll be fine. Oh, I need to find something else. I need a bit of scrapbook paper. Okay, found myself a piece of scrapbook paper. That's because I need to make a tab. So I have my punch, which will punch a wheel tail. So I think I'm going to use this piece. I'm just trying to decide which bit would show nicely on here. So I'm just going to do that. Fold that in. And pop it in there. Pop it in here. And I want just a little bit, at least a little bit of the music showing. That's it. And I can see which side looks better. So I've got this side or that side. Not much to choose really, except that that one's the right way up. Or I could do it the other way. I could do that. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll do it that way. Anyway, that's the last bit to go on really. So I've got my little tag. I thought perhaps I could make it a little bit bigger and back it onto this piece of French paper. It's quite thin because I didn't want it to make it super thick, and then I've got some backing to go on it. I just wanted to give it a little bit of a border, a book page border. So hopefully it'll be strong enough with the 2 layers of paper behind it. Actually, I really should have, if I can quickly snip the corners. I don't want square corners on it, and then I'll have to do the same with the book page afterwards, won't I? I think my scissors will need cleaning. And I didn't ink it. Oh well. Too late for that now. Not really going to stay as big as that. It's just I thought I'd cut it down with the backing on it as well. Really good idea to pop it on like that. Oh, I think I'm going to use this. Just don't trust the glue stick at all. felt like it was coming apart, but it wasn't. So all I now need to do is put on my little tab, so I need to ink that up as well. I better make sure it fits before I do the tab. Be a bit careful because I've got this lace, and when I was trying to find the right size I was realising that the journal card was catching on the lace, but it's going in, so that's fine. That's all good. That way. There we are. That's going to go right in there. Good. That's good. Pleased with that. Then we've got 2 tags to go in here, and then a journal card to go behind the whole thing. Here's what I'm planning. So what do we have? Let's pop this up on my little shelf. So I've got the 2 of the larger journal cards from the Tracy Fox kit, and they will go in here really nicely, like so, and then the other one will just go in just slightly higher. I think they look beautiful. So I've just got to back these. So I'm going to back this one onto the pink. And I'm going to put this one on the slightly more neutral lacy paper this is from the Muted Pink Lace by Shabba Dabba Doodah, and the other one is also by Shabba Dabba Doodah, but this is some William Morris papers. Right, so they are both backed and inked, looking lovely just as they are. I really don't think, particularly as they're going into that pocket, I need to add anything more to them. other than a topper. And I think on this occasion it'll be a lace one. Don't think I've got anything in my box. I want something, a bit of colour. Let's take a box. See what I can find. Right, they're going to be coming out of this pocket, so I'm wondering about a bit of this colour poking out the top. It's rather nice. Only problem is it's a bit kind of, it's not quite the right shape of lace. I really need something that's either shaped on both sides or straight on both sides or narrow enough to go through a hole. So it's not quite right. Could use that. No. Right, I think I might use a piece of this, which I could put through the holes, once I've punched them of course. A little bit of vintage. It's not vintage, but it looks vintage. And that would just be quite pretty coming out the top there. Oh, maybe I don't even need a hole. Maybe I can just glue it and then put a little something pretty there. How about that? Yep. That will do for that. I'll do another piece for the other one. Don't like that. Don't like it cut that way. For some reason. Prefer it that way. And like that. Let's see if I can find a little something to put on there. Before I do, I think I need to just check that there is room for something. Right, so I just checked that these would go in and there was a bit of room for a little extra something at the top there, and there is. I wanted something with just to bring in a bit of colour. So I've got a couple of options and I'm not sure which one would look best. So I've got these flowers in different colours. So I've got these little ones. Actually, they're not the same. I thought they were, but they're not. Or are they? Yeah, if you turn them over, they pretty much are. Very similar anyway. So I could do either that. I'm inclined to think I quite like the blue. It's more of a little smaller cluster, which I think is what I would need. I know it's not the same blue, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to figure out the front and the back. I think that's the front. I'm just going to put a bit of glue. Bit of glue on these. The other colour would work really well, but it was just almost too blendy. I wanted something that was a bit of a contrast, just to give a little pop at the top here. Okay, so now those will go in the back of this pocket. Just show you how they're going to look. That one can go in there. That one can go in. So they can go in like that, and I think they look really pretty there. A bit of pop of blue coming out the back. So let's pull in our page. Oh, that's coming up there. It will never come out on the first squeeze. Never, never. Make sure it's well glued down so it doesn't block anything coming in and out from the behind the pocket. So if we're going to put that there, yep, that works. So what I need to do is put these two in, but do those when it's glued down. I think I'll probably just take these out as well for the moment. I do think I want to put something behind this pocket. I've got this just sitting here, which I found the other day. I think this is one of the ones I bought from Morocco. I think it's got that look of a bit of doily there, isn't it? That would look really pretty. Do I want to do it at the bottom of the pocket? No, that's opening, isn't it? So maybe it'll be better on there, and then the pocket just sitting, just overlapping it there. Yep, that's what I'm going to do with that. It's just really pretty. I've been wanting to use it. As soon as I found it, I thought I must find somewhere to use that. Ooh, let's just... I think this is going to need topping up again. It's harder to get it to come out when it's half empty. Here we go. And that can go there. And so I've got to decide which way I want my journal card to go, whether it goes in with the rings here. It might be a bit tricky to put it there. I might be better off putting it behind here, especially as this opens this way. So I have to glue it there and then it'll slide in. I'm going to make my journal card next to go behind the pocket before I even glue that in, just in case I have to make any adjustments. Right, let's get that out of the way. And pull in the bits I want to use for my journal card. So that's my backing paper. That's a bit of pale blue William Morris. And I'm going to do it on this piece of card. And I'm going to use this cluster that I made a little while ago. Part of Roxy's Weekly Challenge, I think. And I want that as the basis for my pocket journal card. I'm just trying to decide how big does it need to be and whether I need to put anything else behind my cluster. Let's do a bit of quick measuring to see how big I want my journal card to be. Cut my card to that. So I want it to go to be about, I would have thought 6 inches would be fine, to about 4.5, I think. See how that looks, and then we'll decorate it accordingly. No, that goes in there. So 6 by 4.5 will kind of go like that. That should do nicely. So I think before I do anything else, I'm going to do I need to back it with decorative paper? It's cream. It's quite nice to write on. Maybe I use this behind my cluster. That would be better, wouldn't it? Yep. Okay. Take this off before it confuses me. Oh, goodness me. Not even almost straight. Is that any better? Yeah, maybe a bit. Somehow this bit got a bit wet, that's why I'm tearing that piece off. Okay. And we've got this cluster I think would look quite good there. Perhaps we can add a little something to it. Here we go. I knew I'd find a home for this. Let's put a little bit of that somewhere. Maybe behind there to support that bit of book page. Yeah. Let's do that. Something like that. Yep. I think that just gave it just a little bit more presence. Okay. Make sure all the corners are stuck down, otherwise they'll catch. Right. And I'm wondering if we want one of our stamped words here. Oh, I'll have a, yes. I think she looks to me as though she's twirling. Don't you think? I'll show you. See, she looks like she's twirling to me. So I'm thinking twirling, twirling. Yep. I think I can risk some book page with this. Not book page. Oh, glue stick. Glue stick is the word I was looking for. I think I'm getting tired. 2 videos in one day. It's very unusual for me. Don't do that very often, but I want to try and get ahead. Next week is going to be another busy one. So this is going up next Friday, the day after my birthday. So I've got a birthday next week. So this will have, when you see this video, I'll have just had my birthday. But Friday's the day Hannah, George and Arlo are going to come over for the day, celebrate with me. And I'm going out for lunch with a friend on Wednesday, and I'm going out for dinner with my husband on my birthday. So I should have a fun, nice few things coming up. I think I might do this one, the big one. Celebrate. And then the week after, first week of September, we're actually going away for a week. So I will have to try and see if I can get the videos done before I go. Should be alright. I haven't got much on this weekend, so I should be able to get some videos done for that week. But it just might be the week after I get back. There might not be many. Might not have time. Right, now I would like to put some lace down the side there if I can. What shall we use? What have I got in here? My big box. Got a bit of that. I won't be able to put it all the way down because now I've covered. No, I can't pull twirling up, can I? So I might just have to put it there. I'll see how it looks in position. Otherwise I'll go for something a little smaller. Or, yeah, or shorter. Something like that, maybe. Nope. Let's see if I've got anything else. Ooh, that might be nice. A bit big, but anyway, well, let's try putting on our pocket. I think this video is getting really long. I may not even be able to edit enough out to make it under an hour. So, apologise if it goes on a bit long. Which end am I keeping open? This bit. This bit. Okay, so I'm going to glue along the bottom. This bit of fabric. Okay. Not too near the side. Yep. No, not this side, just along the bottom. Okay. So this is all open here. So what I might do is put a big paper clip here and another one down here. Actually, I don't want to put it up from the bottom, so I'd put it across there. Okay, just to hold that for the minute. Put one in. Put one in at the other side. No, not that one. Put this one in here. While that's just holding that, I'll turn the camera off and we'll come back and fill the pockets. Okay, that's firmly stuck now. So now we can just start filling our pockets. So I've got our two big tags to go at the back, at the top, sorry, in the top pocket. Make sure that goes well down, that's it. And this one will just tuck behind. That's it. It's just tricky to see where you're putting it. So that'll go in there. And then we've got our two little front tag pockets, pocket tags, whatever. The tags for the front pocket. They're going to go in here. So that's going to go there. And she will just pop in front there. Okay, let's try and angle these a bit. Alright, so there's those. We already have our little journal card in here. Just pop that back in. So the last one to add, let's make sure that's it. Just want the tag showing on that one. The last one to add is our journal card to go behind here. And I just wanted to give it a little bit more pizzazz by adding some lace. And we were looking at some of these bits that I was pulling out, but then while I turned the camera off, I had another look and I found this lace, and I think that will just be perfect. Love the colour. So we're kind of twirling instead of twirling. We lost the G, but never mind. We know it's implied. I would say it's an implied G. I think I'll be able to get away with the art glitter glue on this. And that will be done. And if this is a super long video, I do apologise. I just really want to get a page done each time I'm... Now I've lost my pen. No, pin. I want to get a whole one done now. I don't want to take 2 videos to do each page. Feels like it's going to take forever otherwise. And I do want to do a few more pages. I'm having lots of fun with this. And I've got loads more ephemera to get rid of. Things that I've made. And while I've still got some things to use, I can just keep going. These sort of journals, I think, can just grow and grow, can't they? Right, so that's our bit of lace. So let's pop that in. And that's going to go in here. Oh yes. I think it needs to go up a little bit. Might need a bit more glue on that lace, but there we are. Another page done. Took a little while, but I'm ever so pleased how it's turned out. I think that's lovely. Lots of writing space. Lots of fun interactive bits. So yeah. That's that one done. I'll see you again next time, I hope, because I don't know when. I shall be doing a bit more videoing over the weekend, so I should get another one done before I go away, because I've only got 1 week left. And I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon again. Bye.